You might be asking, why this field? Well, its location's actually pretty close to some other locations they've been investigating, right to the west of us. You can see the lights of Lowry Field across the highway. Well, that's where Zoe's cell phone was last pinged in November of 2013 before she went missing. Quiet Monday night interrupted by gunshots. Neighbors tell me they heard at least 3, and police say one person has been shot. I'm going to take a step out so you can kind of look at the scene. Very windy out here, so we're trying to talk through as much of this wind as possible. I can barely hear you, but I mean, just look at the damage that this possible tornado created. Crews arrived on scene just after 5 o'clock this morning. When they got here, they looked up into one of the windows of this home and saw 3 small kids trying to escape. Almost every window was broken because of hail. We're going to take a closer look, so we're going to kind of sludge through this mud right here. Already a very emotional day here in court. The attorneys taking the stand to do their opening statements. The prosecuting attorney first pulling up a picture of the 2 very young victims in this case.
We did not sign up for this. I knew she had to have an autopsy, but this is like remove her, remove this. She was 10 years old.
Rebecca Villarreal has questions.
Preserve each lung. What?
It's about what happened to her adopted granddaughter after she died. 4 days after Elena Castilla died, this memo was sent to the doctor who would perform her autopsy, giving instructions to harvest Elena's organs.
Who are these monsters? These are monsters. Who are these people? I didn't sign no papers. I didn't sign for them to disassemble.
In the letter, signed by Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Sam Andrews, it instructs the doctor to preserve the brain, remove the cervical spine, eyes, and lungs, among other things.
Who is this? Because this is not all of my baby. Because what I'm reading here, this is on my child right here. Remove flesh, hang, preserve the heart. I don't even have raw heart.
We tried to see copies of these autopsies from the ME's office, but no one returned our call. Elena suffered most of her life from the effects of shaken baby syndrome. Rebecca adopted Elena when she was just 1 year old.
She was a fighter. She got that from Grandma.
Rebecca said she was told because of the shaken baby syndrome, an autopsy needed to be done, but she never agreed to organs being harvested.
They literally disassembled my child. She wasn't a manufactured home. She wasn't a toy. She wasn't a doll. She was a person.
It's unknown why Dr. Andrews and the pathology labs requested the organs to be taken out. 3.5 minutes of heartbreaking police body cam footage. It shows the moments first responders entered into the Taylor Tots daycare and found 2-year-old Malia and Aubrey unresponsive. We're choosing not to show most of this video because it's incredibly graphic in nature. An emotional audience watched from the courtroom. That video shown on the first day of trial for the owners of a Portales daycare. Sandy and Mary Taylor are facing charges of child abuse after they left 2 toddlers in a daycare van in July.
One on the left is Malia Jones, and the other one on the right is Aubriana Loya.
Malia died at the Roosevelt Hospital moments after the body cam video was taken. Aubrey flown to UMC for emergency treatment, now doing okay. Both moms took the stand, retelling what they say happened on July 25th, 2017.
She was just talking, but she just said, we didn't know it was that hot outside. So what do you mean you didn't know it's that hot outside? It's the middle of July.
Erica and Kristen both said they trusted the Taylor Tots daycare with their children before this incident. That's the main argument that Taylor's defense is trying to make.
A tragic accident occurred on July 25, 2017. A tragic accident that every single person in this courtroom will remember, and one that the parents, the families, and Mary and Sandy Taylor will live with the rest of their lives.
But the prosecution saying the way that the Taylors ran the daycare resulted in Malia's death.
Everything changed on July 25th, 2017 for this family. Malia is deceased from heat exposure after being left in a hot car for close to 3 hours while she was in the care of the Taylors at daycare.
The trial goes to day 2 on Thursday. It was an act of kindness 1 month in the making. It started when a customer left his change behind while ordering lunch and ended with this photo. Now it's a friendship and a moment no one will forget.
All right, Miss Carol, that would be 1624.
And he'd been holding on to it for, I don't know, three weeks or more. And I was just like, man, this is the coolest thing. I was just like, man, what a great American.
Welcome to Chick-fil-A.
It was only a few bucks and some coins that Danny Sadra left behind almost a month ago at Chick-fil-A.
He's like, yeah, you just drove off without your change. And I was like, are you serious, man?
Keep this and give it back to him. And so that's what I did. And like, I knew he's a regular, so I'm going to see him again eventually.
Marcus saved the $3 in an envelope and brought it to work with him every single day, waiting to give it back to its rightful owner.
It was basically a part of my uniform. I had to put, got my name tag, your hat, apron. I just put it in my back pocket just in case, today might be the day when I see him.
Marcus finally returned the change this week. He says thinking of others is just part of the job description.
I'm Ms. Carter, my pleasure. I'm called to serve these people well, not just because of my job, but who I am.
For Danny, the change didn't really make a difference in his pocket.
It was like $3 and some change. That was it. And I never would have missed it.
But the thoughtfulness of the employee returning the change was worth way more than the forgotten money.
It's like, what a breath of fresh air. It meant that much to him, So it meant even that much more to me.
Now, it's a friendship to last a lifetime. Paige Pauroso, KMAC News.